What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea live on Saturday night for Wings and Anythings. Woo! 2024. How is everybody doing? I hope that you're doing well. As you see, this is not my wings or my anythings. This is actually Grand Canal and Basilica Venice, and I am in the last bitty bits of this painting. I am so excited. I'm going to say hello to those who are in the chat so far. What is up, Callie, Sarah, Nightshade 525? How are you guys doing tonight? I had a nap, so I'm feeling good. What's up, Sue? Hi, Vicky. Hope everybody is doing well. It is Saturday night. It is hot and sultry. I hope it is, hot and sultry wherever you are, but like in the best way possible. Dustin has taken Beans for a walk. What's up, Amber? Hello. Hello, Della. Dustin has taken Beans for a walk, so hopefully we will be uninterrupted for the next at least couple of hours. Hi, Goddess Jen. How are you? I was watching for a text message from Stephanie. I had originally planned for her to come on tonight. However, she is probably going to come on next week. Now, Stephanie is one of our sponsors. And while I am on the subject, let's go over our sponsors real quickly. We do have 3 sponsors for this event. That's really all I reached out to this go round. May have a 4th coming up before the end of our little event happenings here. Nick's Notions. I just got to get in touch with her and figure out exactly what we're going to do. I just don't usually get on the Facebook. So I got to get in touch with her. We'll work something out. Either way, our current sponsors for the event are Lazy River Crafts, specifically Stephanie from over at Lazy River Crafts. Please go over to Lazy River Crafts with an S.com and check out the diamond painting she has over there. If you use the code WINGS, WINGS, you can save 15% on diamond painting from Lazy River Crafts. Also, as our I use this sucker, I swear to God, every opportunity that I can get. One of our next sponsors is Firefly Trays. This is my Firefly tray. It is the Switch Mini. Wow, that got all exciting because it bounced. The Switch Mini Max. This one is about $20. It has bells and whistles like you can't believe, but they have other trays with more bells and whistles than this one has. This one is the Switch Mini Max. It has a slide off. Wow. It's a very large size tray. You can fit so many diamonds in here, you guys. I love the fact that the pour spout opens and closes because I cannot tell you how often I have diamonds sneaking out of a spout or whatever. It also has this really awesome built-in trash tray. There's a little hole on the bottom. You poke your little finger right through, or you can do puppetry, whatever works for you to get that trash tray out of there. Usually I just grab and pull it out, but there's a, wow. Okay. Calm down, Naomi. It also has this little hole right here in the top where you can put a pen so that pen doesn't roll away on your table. Now my table is level, so it doesn't have any rolling action going on here. Thank goodness. But this is a house built in 1900. Actually, the curve is that way, not this way. So please go and check out fireflyda.com. Our last sponsor is Art and Soul. Art and Soul, I only have incredibly awesome things to say about Art and Soul, but I do want to start out by correcting myself on something that I said last week on a live. My understanding was that they were using some renders that don't belong to them. That is not true. They made their own renders from the manufacturer, so I did want to make sure that I corrected that. Very important that I do so. I know we got crazy things happening. I'm not going to touch on it. That's not what this live is about, but I did at least want to set the record straight on that But please go on over to Art and Soul, check them out for their diamond paint. They have made some amazing improvements recently, especially to the website. I've found some things were easier to navigate, etc. So please, please, please go check them out over at Art and Soul. The diamond paintings that I did have from Art and Soul to give away, we've already given those away, but that does not mean that you should not shop there anyways. So please check out their website when you get a moment, artandsouldiamonds.com. Thank you to our sponsors, and I might snag a couple more before the end of our events. I last week shared a whip parade and finishes. Oh my gosh, you guys, so many whips, so many finishes. I do want to take a hot second and just say hello to the people who have hopped into the chat. Marie, welcome. Welcome, Val. Welcome, Diamonds Around the World. Bonnie, Northern Texas, and Chrissy. Hello to you. How are you guys doing? Hope everyone is enjoying their Saturday night. You know how it goes. I want to just get into some diamond painting, chat about the event, and maybe even, kind of preliminary make some plans for next year, because there's, I have had, honestly, a really good time with this particular event. I was wondering to myself, like, oh my gosh, is 2 months too much? I don't think it is. It's honestly given a lot of opportunity for people to get a lot of finishes under their belt. I mean, some people are getting as many as 3 and 4 paintings done, which is just, beyond crazy to me. And I suppose, when you call it wings and anything, sure, a lot of people are going to want to follow the wings sort of the wings thing, right? And do something that has wings on it. And then there's others that really, they just want to participate in an event, which is why we added the anything, because I did want this to be seriously just an inclusive event for anybody who wanted to participate in an event, right? That there didn't really need to be so many just constrictive rules about it. I am not a rules. Wow, holy crap. Sugar just had a moment. Hold on a second. Sugar, calm down. Calm down. You calm down. Look at, guys. We're gonna fly her in. Look at this dog. What's up, guys? I'm Sugar. How you doing? Oh, whoa. No barking. No barking. No barking. No barking. Yes, this is Sugar. She is my Chihuahua. She is the one that you just all of a sudden hear alerting everyone of literally. She is a tiny little booger butt. What's up? Locked in diamond painting. Yes, this is my girl. I think based on her ears that she was mixed somewhere down the line with like a Papillon or maybe a Pomeranian to get her tiny size. I mean, she's itty bitty, maybe 3 pounds if I'm lucky. But she's just a sweet baby. She's a sweet baby. All right, now no more barking, Sugar. No more barking, okay? Here you go. You go play. She doesn't play. She's a Chihuahua. She just barks at stuff. Anyways, welcome, Marissa. Welcome to Anxious Wallflower. But yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's just a little bit anxious. That's a Chihuahua for you. Now she's gonna lay on the floor next to me and make sure that I'm guarded well. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I think it's been great to have the opportunity to kind of, like not have many restrictive rules, because I am not a rules person, you guys. Like, honestly, the fewer rules, the better for me, because that's less for me to remember, for one. Two, because their events are meant to be fun, right? It's meant to be just really, really fun. The rally thing? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what a rally thingy is. But events are meant to just be a good time and for the people involved to show off some fun paintings that they have that maybe have been hiding away in their closets. And, the whole idea of the wings part was to give it, some kind of theme. But the rest was more or less like, you know what? If you don't have a wings painting, just pull out a painting that's licensed and get to work on that sucker and let's diamond paint and have some fun. And I have to say that, it's been important to me that we have the fun. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Um, it's been a good time. Oh, Schneike. Okay. Well, we can talk about that later on, Alora, because that's nuts. Um, but yeah, it's honestly like just a great, wonderful time. TMI Steph. You're on the wrong account. Bye anyway. Well, hello. Welcome, Steph. Now, Steph over here with her little sneaky eyes. Steph is from Lazy River Craft, so welcome. If you want me to, my dear, I can send you the link and you can hop on to you can hop right on right now if you wanna. I'm cool with anything. Diamonds around the world. Had to put down my drills before I dropped them. Oh. Well, I don't want you to lose your drills or your mind. Dogs are cute though. Yeah, so Steph is from Lazy River Craft. So if you wouldn't mind, everybody, please show her a warm welcome. And if you want, like I said, I will send you the link right now and you can hop on now or oh, good. You emailed me. Let me check it out. And then how do I add people? Okay, let's see. All right. Hold up. I know there's a way to do things. I'm so lost. Okay. I'm new to the StreamYard thing, and I'm hoping that I don't need to have like some sort of account to add you. I don't think I do. But if we can't figure it out, we'll definitely figure it out. Let me try and fix some issues here with my taskbar that's like hiding everything. There we go. Okay. Invite. There we go. I found it. Okay. All right. So let me see. Oh, no. Don't be barking. Don't be barking. You better stop it. All right, let's see. Here we go. There's the link, Miss Stephanie. And blam. All right. I think all you have to do is click on it, right? Yeah, it'll let you like enter the studio as a guest and then I can add you to the broadcast once I see you plop in. I believe that's how that works. Cool. Ooh, next couple weeks. Very excited. Next couple of weeks for custom. Ooh, Sarah. I know she's been like literally that's all she's been talking about is how excited she is about her customs. So I'm excited about her customs. Man, I'm like, oh, I want to see. I love them. I think they're great. But yeah, it's been just phenomenal to be able to just diamond paint, you know what I mean? And have a good time. I know there's lots of stuff going on in the community right now of diamond painting in the world right now. But it's good that we have a place to gather and that we have a place to really just make friends get to know each other. I've I've set up the Discord and that's been really nice. I've loved having, especially like newer YouTubers, all kind of have a place to share their channels and to get to know each other, things like that, because it's important that we bond, we connect, all the good things. You know what I mean? So I'm glad. I'm just glad that I've done this, and I am looking forward to doing it again next year. Um, I, uh, I like I said, I thought, okay, maybe 2 months is too long, but I think it's honestly been perfect. Now I may change a little bit about like the maybe I do prizes the next time. Like I might just have the prizes and then I would save them all to the end of the event and then mail them all together. I think it would just make my life easier. So I'm not running to the post office every week or whatever. Um, sure, I could probably do it all in gift cards and whatever, but I don't know. I feel like one, what's the fun in that, honestly? And two, like who I like seeing and touching and feeling the things that I'm giving away as prizes, like tangible, real things. It's not as exciting when I can't be like, all right, and let me sneak peek to you what you're gonna have for a prize tonight. Ooh, because that's so much fun. Honestly, I want to be able to show you guys like this is what I've got for you. I want you to enjoy it, all those things. And so it's just as much fun for me to have tangible items as it is for you guys to see a tangible item. Like you can see it, you can't smell it, but it is what it is. Either way, it's been a good time. I think I might change like that aspect just to kind of make it easier for myself. The color out of place painting was it's still here. I'm gonna mail it out when I mail out the other things. I've got like, I don't know, 6 prizes or something to mail. It's in my emails, like my drafts to myself. I'd have to look it up. Unless Sarah remembers right off the top of her head, because she's good at knowing stuff like that. But yeah, it's that aspect I might shift around a little bit just because it's been hard for me. Well, one, like financially, I gotta get stable. Girl, boy, ladies, gentlemans, all of it. I've got to get some finances in order so that I can make sure I can mail these things out. And then, I'm sure by next year, things will be in a much more stable place, because some, business opportunities will be in motion by that point. Like it's gonna be a little different. I do know that the person who got it, Alora, was somebody who really, really wanted it badly. Your brain's empty today too? Well, yeah, okay. See, I took a nap right beforehand and that just threw me off. Threw me off for brain reasonings. But yeah, it might be different in that way, but honestly, like the rest has been just awesome. No complaints. And my absolute favorite thing has been doing the whip parades and finishes in a video. I can't tell you like how funny it is to me when people are like, "Oh my God, she said my name in a video." I was like, "Yes, yes, I did. I said your name in a video." Yeah, you like 2 months because you like doing bigger and multiple paintings. Yes. Yeah, that. You know what I mean? And if you've got something a little big and crazy, or you've got something like you have 6 small and bite size, whatever. That's why I wanted that anything's tacked on there, because you know, I think it's important that you just have a good time. I feel like if you're having an event and it's not fun, don't do it. Just don't do it. That's my advice. If you don't like what you're doing, then don't, you know? You're naughty won't finish, but you liked watching and lurking. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, and then it's been to me fun to see all of the different like companies out there, especially the finishes. Like, okay, a few of these pieces that I like stick out in my mind, that I am just kind of obsessed with. Well, first of all, Loto Lunar from Lazy River Crafts. Like, in fact, let me finish this white and I will show it to you where I'm at as far as like my progress. I'm not trying to rush through that one. I'm enjoying it so much that to rush through it would really do it a disservice. But after all of the confetti heavy pieces that I've had, and boy, let me tell you that Josephine Wall, whoo, she's going to be a slow burn. That I needed a little bit of a break with some line blocking and color blocking. But I want to show you the progress that I have on it because, oh, she's beautiful. She's just beautiful. And I cannot wait to get up to her face. Another piece that really has stuck out has been, oh, it's the Sphinx cat. Oh, what is it called? Oh, goodness. Oh, man. It's a Sphinx cat from Bella Art. Hold on a second. That's going to bug me. Wait a hot second here. Let me go to the finishes. There we go. It is, oh, also Marissa's Nightbringer. That one's always going to be impressive. Rest in Peace, always going to be impressive. Fortune Teller from Artemis, like Lady Moth from Sarah, like just stunning. The Dragonfly from Bella Art. Oh my gosh, that one is just absolutely gorgeous. And then Della, what is yours called, sweetheart? You got to tell me. Sphinx Starlight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Just that one is absolutely beautiful. That's Distracted by Diamonds, right? Gorgeous. Just beyond gorgeous. The pieces that are finished, the pieces that are still in progress. And yes, Sarah, when you're done, when you're ordering again, get you some Ultramar because wow, just so many great pieces from Ultramar. I can see, Stephanie, why she's a favorite because she's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Gorgeous artist, gorgeous artist, just absolutely beautiful. Okay, let me grab Loto Lunar so you guys can see because oh my God. Oh, let me put the diamonds away first. That'd be a good idea. Yeah. Oh, you do need. Oh, the one with the diamond art. Oh my gosh. No wonder that grid looks tight. Because I'm telling you, the Josephine Wall that I'm working on from the one with the diamond art, like that grid, chef's kiss, like mwah, too good, too good. But let me grab Loto Lunar so I can show you because oh my God, you guys, stunning. Oh wait, I had a thesaurus. What did I do with it? I had a thesaurus because I was gonna try and come up with new words instead of stunning because I use that word a lot. So we're gonna go with phenomenal, astonishing, amazing, remarkable. Any of those, right? I'm gonna scooch you out of the way, light, so that you can actually see. Oh my gosh, look at her. I'm like not to the halfway point. Obviously, I'm nowhere close, but look at what I have so far. Oh my gosh. Just so pretty. So pretty. I got the book out, Ducky. I had to. Bam, you're here. Um, it. I'm speechless. Speechless. The fact that you can see her arm under the water, the fact that you can see her hair under the water, that there's movement in the piece, that the water looks like water. These okay, the placement of the specials in this are again, chef's kiss. I cannot. The fact that each of these little waves, can't see them because ABs are hard to show on camera, but like the ABs are like in these little like ripples. Let's see if I can kinda. In these ripples right here, there's ABs there, and then you can see this other one that's like a bluish color. That one shows up throughout. It's like a flash of green almost in this water. You kind of see it on her elbow a little bit, that flash of green. I mean, just I can't. It is beautiful. Beautiful, man. I love it. And I cannot wait until I get up to this face. I just even express the only thing that I want to find, and I think I have actually a diamond that will work for it, because I used it on Voyager. I have this like peachy pink, this peachy pink AB, right? And I'm thinking I might want to put it here at the base of the flowers, like the flower in her hand, and then maybe like here in the middle of this flower in her hair. She said, that's my cue. Yes, let me get you on here. Girl, what is up?
Hi.
Welcome. Welcome. Okay, now I got to figure out how to get you on here where you're not going to echo for me. Let me get my headset, but you talk to them. Talk to the people. Tell them about Lazy River Crafts while I get my headset.
Hi. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, so Lazy River Crafts started as Lazy River Wood Turning. My ex-husband was turning pens. And they were, my cat's gonna keep making appearances. This is Mercury. They were selling out. They were selling out really quick, like 4 minutes every time he would drop, and he would always feel like he needed to do more, and he had a full-time job. So he was struggling with it. It started getting not fun for him, and then he surprise divorced me. So
you look girl. I can't even hear you, but I know you look beautiful.
Thank you. Before that,
just get my headset turned on.
No worries. Before the divorce thing, he had been asking me about doing canvases, but at the time when he started it in October 2020, I was working full-time. So we never really did it, and then I had to have back surgery, so we had to delay a little bit. But yeah, once I had the surgery, I'm like, when do you want me to start? Like, and yeah, we've been doing it. It'll be 2 years this coming October. And I
think it's been amazing.
I really enjoyed it.
Yes. And I want to see you like the most successful, because I can't think of a nicer person, first and foremost. And secondly, like your artist lineup, I don't even know what my wish list is up to at this point, but it's a little bit redonkulous. It is definitely redonkulous. So Locked in Diamond Paintings asking, how can I get a custom done from you?
Just email me. Let me see. I'm going to type in the chat the email address. Just email me and let me know what you want, what shape, if you have a size preference.
And then hers is always large size.
Yeah, I think you told me about her.
Yes.
And then I will send it to my manufacturer so they can do a mock-up and you let me know if you like that or if you want bigger or smaller. But I think bigger in this case. And
Yep. She
then,
says massive. She says
yeah,
massive.
I'm getting ready to put in an order too. So this will be a good time.
She said
One,
120 would do.
the
She's
only
not
thing
lying either.
The only thing is with my manufacturer, and a lot of people complain about it, and I've tried, I can't do anything about it. The two pieces of plastic. Anything
Yeah.
over 50
Yeah.
centimeters, yeah, they can't do a single piece of plastic. They would have to buy a bigger piece of equipment, and they're like, unless you're ordering 5,000 a month, we can't do that. So
Yeah. Well, and you know what though? There are some other companies that they do their customs and whatnot, or even just their regular diamond paintings. And I feel like, okay, yeah, the two pieces of plastic is annoying, but that is better than having your plastic so freaking thick that I can't even hold it back with a cover minder. Like that's too much, you ask
see,
me.
you're one of the few that say that. A lot of people are like, the plastic is too thin, it tears. And I'm like, I don't have a problem with it tearing. It's the thicker
No.
plastic that I have trouble with cutting through.
Mhm. Yep. Because I mean, with something like this, I just have a little ceramic pen knife. You tape it off, you tape it where you want it, and then you don't have any issues. It's not going to over tear if you tape the square you're doing. Like I don't know. People make
Yeah.
things way too difficult, Stephanie. They really
And
do.
like my friend Carol, she's sometimes in here. I don't think she's in here tonight, but my friend
Oh,
Carol,
Carol A. Yes.
yeah,
Love
she
her.
just started, or she's been working on her hibiscus and stained glass. And she's like, I just cut
Ooh.
the overlap off. Like I just sliced down that overlap.
Right?
So,
Not that difficult. Really not that difficult. People make it a little too hard on
oh,
themselves, I think.
it doesn't let you put emails in chat. I forgot about that. It's lazyriverart@gmail.com.
Yeah, otherwise I can Alora, I can send it to you in the Discord too.
Oh, Alora. I love that name. And there's an artist with just diamond painting artisan, Brandy,
Yeah, okay.
named Alora Petro.
Oh,
Love her.
two Aloras. Oh,
Love
okay,
her.
okay.
I reached out to that artist and didn't hear anything. And then a couple weeks later, Brandy announced her business starting and she had licensed her. And I'm like, thank God somebody has
There's
her because
somebody.
the colors, yeah, she does like the lo-fi. So it's a lot of pastel-y blues, pink, purple, like just the color palette is
Mm.
a diamond painter's dream. And I'm like, these need to be in the community somewhere.
Oh my god, and I am a sucker for well, one rainbows and two pastels. Like this, honestly, this is kind of I mean, yes, for the amount of color, it's in my wheelhouse in that way, but
Mhm.
not in the way that the colors are set up. Like this isn't a piece that I normally would have myself, Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. But I am a sucker for a pastel. Well, you probably seen that just in the like recommendations I sent to you. Is like well,
Yes.
okay, pastels, like just portraits, whatever's gorgeous. I'm into it.
Which
Oh my
I
goodness.
had one that they say they have already sent to you, but they never gave me a tracking number.
Oh, okay.
But
So I
I'm
wonder
supposed to
then.
supplement ABs with that.
I wonder if that's what this is that I
It
got.
might be. It got crushed. What's it say for the company name?
It just says warehouse manager, Mount Prospect, Illinois.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know
I don't know.
either.
But
Yanwen.
yeah, that might be it.
Okay. Oh, oh,
Um,
oh, oh, oh. Okay.
I gotta and send you some ABs to supplement in that one because my
Awesome.
manufacturer has very limited ABs again because they're a
Okay.
small manufacturer. But I like the way they render so much that I'm scared to change.
I
Um,
don't blame you.
so I just if I feel like something is missing, I supplement. Which like Lotto Lunar, you were saying like you're surprised there was no pink ABs, and I was like,
Yeah.
I wanted to, but people like I don't like ABs in the skin.
Okay.
And I didn't want to confuse people like this AB is for
Yeah.
this, but only in the hair, not in the skin. So
Yeah,
I've tried
that
doing
makes
that, and
sense.
people are like, "I'm not gonna use the ABs in the skin." And I'm like, "It's not meant for the skin."
Right, it's not even meant for it. Yeah, no, that makes complete sense, especially
So,
because the flower and her skin
mhm,
very close in tone, so completely understand. And unfortunately, like I am not an artist. I don't really understand color theory. I can look and go like, "Oh, that might look good there." Like I really for this event, I did Voyager and oh man, I blinged her up big time. But not because I knew what I was doing. I was just like, no, this looks good here, do a little this here, whatever.
mhm.
Nothing too serious though. I would probably sit there and go like, can we just put ABs on, not ABs, maybe pearlescence on everything, but not ABs. Bane of my existence most of the time. So then when you're doing like the sending for ABs and things like that, I know the last time when there was an issue, by the way, I love the way that when you send the ABs that you always put on them like where to replace it. So
Mhm.
like this says 3808 to replace 3808 and there's no question about what you're going to do with them unless of course it's marked on there whatever. But I really liked how you had them stapled to a card. Like that was really good to me. I loved that.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved that.
Which I always send the
When
card, but if I'm gonna send ABs, um, I do have one customer who puts everything in portfolios. So
Oh,
sometimes she's
okay.
like, I forget which one this goes to. So I've started like writing the name of the painting on the back of the card and stapling it so that she can keep track and other people can keep track too, just in case they store differently.
Right. So then otherwise when you're blinging something up, do you usually use like a specific company? Like I know when I ordered for Voyager, I used Tima from Diamond Painting with Sparklers, but do you have a preferred company that you use for that sort of thing?
Well, I also host scoops, so I order from AliExpress, although I'll probably be ordering from the same place I contact my manufacturer because it's even more affordable. Um, but I typically
Okay.
scoops, but if there's something that I want to work on and like I need it soon,
Mm.
it's usually Tmall unless I'm looking for like square AB crystal stuff, and then it's DP with no, not DP with sparklers because that is Tima. Um, oh man, I can't remember the name of the company off the top of my head. Let me see.
That's okay. I put you on the spot.
Shimmering Canvases,
Shimmering Canvas. Okay, okay. I like their I really like their stuff too.
and
Um
I adore her because one of our paintings, one of the first ones we released, Galaxy Number 7, had some gold AB sparkler, not sparklers, but crystals in them. And
mhm.
the ones from my manufacturer just were not cutting it. They were not fitting right. It was miserable for me trying to do it. So I was in panic mode on Christmas and I'm like, no, these are not right. People can't use these. This is not up to par. So I reached out to her and was like, I need like 50 something packets of
Oh,
this
okay.
color. And she ended up giving it to me like 50% off, and she's
Oh,
like,
that's
I
always
will drop
nice.
it in the mail tonight. And it really was like the next day, like overnight,
Save.
put it in the slot and it was on the way. And I was like, thank God for her because I don't know how I would have fixed this without her.
Right, saving Christmas. Gotta
Yes.
love that.
She was my Santa.
Right. And then there for those who are not familiar with your company, though they better be because they better be going to your shop like right now. They better be making up their wish list. But I know that one of the big questions, especially right now in the community, is regarding AI art.
Mhm.
And I don't believe I've seen any AI art on your site at all.
No. Some people think CJ is AI, but
Okay.
he sent me what he uses and he's shown me like progress photos
Mm.
of things that he's been working on. So it's not He does use AI, but he uses it at the end,
Right.
because people order prints from him and they can go quite large. Like I think there's a castle out in the UK that has a piece of his art
Oh,
in there.
wow.
So he uses like an AI upscaler and it smooths out the image so it gives the effect that it's AI, but no
And then
AI.
right on. And I mean, for me personally, I understand that like AI is a tool, we're moving into the future. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there's only so much you can do like to stay completely away from AI when it's used as a tool, like whatever. But I don't have any like staunch stance
Yeah.
against. I mean, it like artists use it as a tool. If it's not something that's like, let me just type in a prompt and then take a job away from an artist, because we don't like that. But and then I know, how often are you putting out like new releases, things like that?
It hasn't been very consistent. I'm
Okay.
trying every month, but I'm gonna show you something weird. Okay. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Was
Yeah,
you got
so
that around Christmas, right? I feel like I remember
February.
talking to you. Okay, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I got divorced right before Christmas.
Oof, girl.
My husband ended things on my birthday,
Ouch.
which was in August. We got divorced in December. And then in February, I started getting swelling and pain in my jaw. And I thought maybe it's from like, I tend to clench with my antidepressant.
Mm.
So I'm like, maybe I'm clenching a lot because I'm stressed out with the divorce and everything. So then they were like, okay, we think it's an infection. So I was on antibiotics and it just got bigger and bigger. And it got to a point where I felt like it was going to burst. So I had to go to the
Oh
closest
Lord.
hospital to me and they did a scan and they were like, you have cancer.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, wait, hold on. Because you just did like a CT scan.
Right.
Like, how you wouldn't be saying this unless you're like, sure, right? And they're like, yeah, it's
How
cancer.
scary.
We see a tumor. And they're like, we're gonna send you by ambulance. Ambulance is gonna come pick you up. And I don't have insurance because I just got divorced. So we're gonna send you in
Oh
an
God, right.
ambulance to the next hospital and you're gonna see their ENT oncologist. And then they were like, actually, no, we're not gonna do that, but he's bringing you into the clinic on Monday. So I went in on Monday. He looked at it, he looked at the scan, he did like a needle puncture biopsy, which was quite painful.
Yeah, I
And they
imagine.
scheduled me for surgery the following week.
Wow. Well, glad
They're
they
like,
caught it so quickly.
well, yeah, here's the thing. So they're like, it's fine. It's totally curable. We just need to figure out what type so we know which way to treat it. Um,
Mm.
so I'm like, okay. So after that appointment, that's when I told my son, who is autistic and was already going through a lot with his parents just getting divorced out of nowhere unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Um, and like, don't worry, they say it's totally treatable. I got my kitty, and then
Yeah.
I have surgery, and they're like, well, the good news is no one's dying of cancer today because it's not cancer. But if
Oh,
it was,
what?
it would have totally killed you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then they're like, we don't know what it is. So
Wow.
for months, it was just it growing and me going to the hospital, them giving me antibiotics. Nothing was helping. They would release me. I was like in and out a few times that I would stay for 3 days. The infectious diseases doctor was like, you don't need to see us. We don't need to see you. Even though he was brought in when they realized it wasn't cancer. But
Yeah.
I guess there was a granuloma in there and it was so
Granuloma.
large that it was like it took over all of my lymph nodes, so they thought I had lymphoma.
So now, okay, maybe I'm all
Like,
right. We're going to get a
yeah,
little gross
yeah.
here, and maybe I'm totally wrong. But okay, a granule, isn't that when you get, okay, you know, that like weird little, like, like little nugget that you get kind of
Yep.
behind your tonsil or whatever.
Yep.
Was it like something like that that just sort of lodged in a crazy house or what?
It's either a disease or a foreign body that gets trapped in there, and then your
Okay.
body produces like a barrier because it knows that it can't fight it, so it just like produces something around it
Okay.
to prevent it from spreading further.
Wow.
So
That's
that kept
crazy.
growing and growing and growing, and we couldn't figure out what the foreign body was. And infectious diseases, like, we got something, but we don't know what it
Right.
is. We're not going to try to find out. And I'm like, listen, I live in Georgia. Do I need to go to Atlanta and like knock on the CDC's door and be like, I have some kind of infection and virus, they say, but they don't
Right.
care to find out what kind. But
Could you
yeah,
like fix this, please?
eventually, like I put a bandage on it, a special kind of bandage, and it drew all the infection out and
Oh,
it
wow.
burst. So then I had a big hole in my neck.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, this is like after 4 months of healing what's left. It's still a little
Oh,
bit of an
wow.
indent there, but
It
I
looks
also had
it looks good
surgery.
though.
I also had surgery like there when they thought I had cancer. But yeah,
Right.
it really upset me.
Yeah,
Honestly,
understandably.
it was a relief to find out I didn't have cancer, clearly. But
Yeah.
the fact that they were like, "Hey, you have cancer," and it's totally fine. It's totally treatable. And I tell my son that, and then they're like, well, if it was cancer, it would have
Right.
you. And I'm like, so you had me lie to my kid and tell him I was going to be okay when you didn't think I was going to be okay.
Right. And especially like I myself, I don't want to say suffer with autism because I don't. I don't suffer at all. It's fine for me.
Yeah.
However, my nephew is level 3, like what you would think to be severe autism, can never live on his own. And so when you think of, I don't know what your son's level is or anything, but when you
He's
think about
what would be Asperger's syndrome if that was still
okay,
a thing.
so I mean, probably can, function on his own, live on his own if necessary, but better to be with somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And so like what would have happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially older, like, okay,
Yeah.
you gotta figure out, well, where are you gonna go? Like, wow.
It was a
Wowie.
mess. And then like not only is I'm spilling all of my personal business and none of my business business. When he was 10 until he was just about to turn 14, he struggled with ideation. I
Okay.
don't want to say the
Okay.
other word.
Right.
Hopefully everyone knows what I'm saying, but
They do. They
self
do.
delete.
Yeah.
Because the way his brain works, he was getting in trouble at school. His behavior was
Mm.
bad. So to him, he connected bad behavior means I'm a bad person, means I need to go. I don't belong
So
here.
in my community, we literally had a conversation about this yesterday where for autism, especially, and I've talked about this with my therapist, I don't just have issues where it's like I get imposter syndrome. It goes so far beyond imposter syndrome into I am bad and everything
Mhm.
about me is bad. So I was actually trying to kind of explain what that's like. Completely understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So
it sounds like it's been a rough go.
yeah, he's had a rough life. When he was born, he had a heart defect, had to have open heart surgery at 5 months.
Wow.
He's had a rough go of things. So it was just like one thing after another. And I think that's why I was in a dark place for a long time of my marriage, and I felt like I
Yeah.
had to handle it alone.
Yeah.
And
Completely understand.
but at the same time, my son is here and he's doing better and he's happier and he's
Oh,
been in
good.
ABA therapy, which has a bad rap, but from our experience, it's been amazing. Um,
Yes. And
they
it
don't try to change him. They love him the way he is. They just try to
mm,
help him socially and doing like his hygiene and help him understand why
Yeah.
things need to be done a certain way or other people's perspectives. And they're not trying to change him, they're just trying to enhance his experience, and he's all
Yes.
for it. He wants to learn these things. So yeah, he's
I'm lucky
having.
I'm lucky enough that my therapist, like the place that I go, they specialize in ADHD and autism because, you know, they can be mixed up for the two a lot.
Mhm.
And I love the fact that they don't treat me as though I am disabled. They understand that there are things about the world that disable me, but
Yeah.
I am not myself disabled. And I love that they take that tactic. It's like there's half of, well, not half, but there's a part of the autism community that believes like, let's find a cure. You know, it's, you know, we got to fight this disease. And it's like, then there's the other part that's like, no, this is maybe even the next evolution of a human being. You need to stop
Yeah.
thinking of the world in a neurotypical sense and allowing those who have these issues, right? Issues, because they're only issues for the people who are bothered by them, right?
Mhm.
To allow people to function in the way that they can function. Um, I talk about mental health a lot on my channel. So much of the conversation is like things I've spoken about or things that I intend to speak about. So I'm glad you brought it up, honestly, because
Yeah.
um, it's hard to explain from like even just a like level one Asperger's perspective, like how what that means just to in day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times that hard things make a person want to, especially a person with autism, want to tuck tail and just run. I can't even
Mhm.
tell you. Like it's innumerable how many times I'm like, "Ah, I'm gonna light it all on fire. Goodbye."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
And
completely understand.
I hate to say it, but I feel like a lot of the people are like, autism is this horrible thing, we have to cure it. It does depend on the severity too. I totally understand that, but I feel like
That is true.
it's more the people around the autistic person and not the autistic person themselves.
Very true. Very, very
Even the
true.
ones that have more severe autism that have found a way to communicate, whether it's with a keyboard or whatever, um,
Yep.
they don't seem to have as much of a problem with it as people as society does. Uh,
Yes.
so
Yes,
yeah, I mean, I felt
absolutely.
my son's school hated me because I told him early on. Was like we found out after he started school. I
Mm.
suspected, but when I would ask like his daycare, she's like, I don't really see it. And then once school started, that's when it really amped up
Oh,
and
sure.
things started happening. But once we knew for sure he had it, like I explained to him, like you have autism, that there's nothing wrong with you. There's just certain things that are easier for you that are harder for other people, and there are things that are
Right.
harder for you that are easier for other people.
Yeah.
And everyone is like that though.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
r- I don't want to be too political, but race.
Right.
It's easier for a white person to go out and do things and not experience racism than it is for other people to go out and not experience
Right.
racism. Everyone has things that they struggle with or make them different, and that's all
Mhm.
things that make them unique and make them worthy of respect.
Right. Absolutely.
So he
Absolutely.
knew very early on that he had it, and I was like, "This there's nothing wrong with you though, like that doesn't mean there's anything wrong here, there's nothing wrong with you, you just think a little bit differently, and
Right.
just like you think a little bit differently, there's people who look a little bit differently, and
Mhm.
that's something to embrace and needs to be
Absolutely.
respected." So
Absolutely.
they they didn't like it because he was telling people at school and they're like, we don't want him to, and I'm like, I don't want him to be ashamed of who he is. I'm
Right.
sorry, like if you have a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not gonna
Right.
teach him to be ashamed. Own that he has it, and own the fact that just because you have it doesn't mean people have a right to bully you or disrespect you.
Well, and not only that, but it also lends some sort of uh like I don't know, I don't even know the word that I'm trying to think of here. It gives people some sort of a perspective on why he may do things he does or say things he says or behave in a way he behaves, and it gives
Mhm.
them context. Context
Yeah.
is the word I was looking for. It gives people a sense of context for what could be going on with him. Like it's unfortunate that there's so often my son just graduated high school early. In fact, we were
Wow.
incredibly proud of him, and he has issues with autism and struggled the last God, probably last 6 years of his schooling, just trying to figure out the best fit. I mean, everything from, typical school, charter school, online school,
Mhm.
project-based school. Like we went the gamut just trying to find the best fit for him because nowadays people don't fit into these little boxes anymore.
Yep.
We can't. Human beings were not meant to fit inside of boxes.
No.
I wish people would stop trying to stick us in them, but that's the way of things. But honestly, it's important that, like, as parents, that we can be as supportive as possible while also offering them the tools that they need to be successful adult people. So kudos to you on that, because
Thank you.
there are many who would be supportive, you know what I mean?
And I mean,
um
it was rough and it cost me my marriage, because I had to stop working. We were at a point where they were calling every single day. They were calling from school. Either his
oh
behavior was bad and they couldn't handle him and I needed to pick him up, or he said something about hurting himself and I needed to pick him up. And my
yeah,
husband was the breadwinner of the family, so it became my responsibility to always be the one to pick him up. And then it got to a point where I was
right.
like, I'm gonna get fired. I am calling out too much. I'm leaving too much.
Mhm.
Driving to work was a anxiety attack the whole way, half expecting my phone to ring while I'm driving to work, but I
Yeah.
needed to turn around. And I was like, "Okay, so this is my life now. Like, I need to just be here." And it seems like throughout his whole life, whenever I would try to work outside the home, that would be the catalyst for things to start going out of control.
Sure,
If
sure.
I was
Well, I mean,
home, I was like
change
the
is
constant presence. So if
mm,
I wasn't home and my schedule was all over the place because I worked in pharmacy, so it wasn't a consistent schedule, that threw him off.
oh,
And
yeah.
that's when things would get really intense. So I'm like, okay, so I can't work. I have to always be here if he needs me. And that got real dark for a while
Yeah.
because it was like your whole identity is around your kid. You're home all the
Mm,
time. Um, and I don't think my husband understood that, like, you still have a life outside of here.
you try to.
Like, you go to work and work sucks, I get it, but you have friends at work. You goof off at work.
Right. You can talk to
I
people that are
Yeah,
adult and neurologically typical that you can talk to.
yeah. I don't even mind if they're not neurologically typical. I'm
Right.
I'm
Just
not
any
calling them.
conversation.
So, it's just yeah, like, I don't think he understood how much of a sacrifice I was making.
Yeah.
So then he was
Well,
unhappy and was like, "Yeah,
sounds like it was the right choice.
yeah." But at the end of the day, like I
Definitely.
said, my son's happy. He's
Yeah.
not having those ideations anymore.
Oh, good.
And if I had to sacrifice what I had to sacrifice in order to get him there, then I wouldn't change anything.
Now, does he help you at all with the business? Is he able to do any of that for you?
He helps with scoops a little bit. He hosts for me
Okay.
because I used to have someone
Oh,
else that was a friend in the community host, and then um, I had to draw boundaries. And
yeah, that happens. Oops, sorry,
yeah,
bumped you.
No, you're
That
good.
will definitely happen.
Yeah, there was boundaries that needed to be set. So then my ex-husband was helping me, and then once that fell apart, my son started helping. And he's always wanted his own YouTube channel, but I'm like, I'm scared. Like,
Right. Like, uh-oh, what could come out of this?
especially with the kind of thoughts that you
Yeah.
have, I don't think you're ready for that. But if I can monitor and be the middleman, then
Right.
and
Grab
he's
any
yeah,
comments that might plop out of there, just like for whatever reason, because people are just messed up sometimes.
yeah,
Be a little bit of a boundary, a barrier between. Oh my
hmm
goodness.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
The
like
protective
for
mama bear never goes away.
it never goes away. Oh my gosh. No. My oldest just graduated from college. She's talking about moving like 4 hours away from me.
Oh,
I'm in panic mode. This is going to happen in like a year. She gave me a year of like prep
oh,
time and I'm still freaking out. I'm like, we got to no, hold on. We got to make a
yeah.
plan for this. We got to see how this is going to work. You're going to tell me, all right, you're coming home every 3 months. You can do like whatever. She's
You're
like,
like, we
Mom,
do this
I'm
in
gonna
increments, like half an hour every year until you get there.
right, right, exactly. You could just move like an hour away and then
Yeah,
two. Yeah, no. She's like, Mom, I'm gonna be 4 hours away. I'm not moving to Dublin, Ireland. I was like, feels like it. Stop.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh,
So
my
I,
family's at least 6 hours away.
oh my gosh, yeah, that would I like
Because
some of my family, my kids, no way, no way, no way. I'm having a hard
we
time too
moved
because
here because my ex-husband got his job here. So we moved here from
okay,
Florida where my family was. And now I'm in Georgia and now we're divorced. And I haven't been working and my life has been my son. So my son's
right,
the only person I know around here. It's
yeah.
hard being hours and hours away from family.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. Your family might be a little more supportive than mine are. I just figure, some of them live far, far away, and I'm like, you could just,
That's
and then
okay.
some of them are 15, 15 minutes away, but it might as well be 1,500 miles because that's how
Yeah.
often I'm, in contact. Honestly, I've found that my as crazy as this is going to sound, and as quick as it I feel like my family, like a lot of them are in the chat right now. Like a lot of them, they've really
Oh,
made me feel welcome. They've like just, we've built this really beautiful thing on the Discord where all of us feel pretty safe to talk to each other about mental health issues, about life issues. Like we've really just built this really nice little knit group of women who are able to just be open and honest and supportive of each other to like I'll
I'm
put
gonna need
things
a
out
link to
there
this
with
Discord, ma'am.
oh heck yeah, okay, Sarah, put a link in the Discord, or put a link to the Discord, would you? I just so wonderfully, like, just grateful to every one of them. We are able to just, I can go in there and I can say just anything that's on my mind, like let me throw this past you guys and see what you think, and I don't get an echo chamber. I get an array of just different ideas and thoughts about what I've asked, and it's nice to have that. So yes, join, man, the Discord, I'm telling you, like our Discord is amazing. Amazing.
Trying to
But
get in there right now.
there you go. Get you in there. Um, and I've been so grateful for them, honestly, because prior to my joining YouTube, like starting the channel, all of that, I really didn't have anybody. I mean, I don't know how much you know about my history exactly, but I talk about it on my Whip and Chats. I went into inpatient rehab back in 2019. Um, I had a very severe opiate addiction. Started innocently enough, years and years before, like a decade before with a back injury, and then essentially, your doctor becomes your drug dealer, and it gets
Yep.
out of hand pretty quickly. I went into rehab in 2019, and when I did that, I got rid of every bit of social media. I didn't have a diagnosis at that time for autism. In fact, the diagnosis that I had at that time was for OCD and generalized anxiety disorder, which, I mean, I guess they can look kind of similar, but women are very often misdiagnosed as
Yes.
far as autism is concerned. Um, but I got rid of all of my social media. I kind of like shut out all of my previous friends, my family, everyone. I just needed a clean slate.
Mm-hmm.
And so after basically just working my tail off, in between years, when I stopped working, I was so alone. And the starting of the YouTube was like, well, I want to help people like learn stuff about diamond painting because I know about diamond painting. I want to make some friends. I want to meet some people. And man, did that pay off in spades, because the community that like we've built for ourselves has just been like seriously a security blanket for me. Oh,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry, diamonds around the world. Not all of us are women. Some are guys, gals, and non-binary pals. So I apologize. Thank you, Diamonds Around the World, for correcting me on that. I was just talking about in the like voice chat. Oh, sugar, don't you start now, little dog.
I will say though that the community can be a bit of a minefield.
Yeah, notice that too.
Overall,
Notice that too. Here
in
you
the
go.
bigger picture. Oh, I've been a part of the minefield.
Oh, girl, yeah.
So
I
it took a little
honestly,
while.
I was like, this is a little nuts. Like, this is supposed
Mm-hmm.
to be diamond painting, real relaxing, whatever. And then, holy crap, to use someone else's phrase, like I felt like a lamb in the lion's den when I first started. Like, oh my god, I still to this day, and I laugh about it. I mean, it is what it is now, but I still to this day on every one of my videos will get at least one, just one dislike. Why? Like, why?
Yeah,
I don't get it. I really don't get
please
it.
go out of their
But
way.
yeah,
But at the
so
same time,
completely
a
understand that
dislike
minefield.
is still engagement at the end of the
You're
day.
damn right. And they're just basically telling their algorithm that they don't like diamond painting videos. So go for it. Whatever floats your boat there, guys.
I wouldn't take it personal because
No, I don't.
it's a reflection of them more than it's a reflection of you.
Precisely. And I know what my message has been. I mean, granted, I have been, I'm not gonna lie. My Discord peeps can tell you I've had a struggle the last few days, like just really in thinking about like, oh my gosh, do I really want this? But I think about on, like my whipping chats, I'm talking about mental health, I'm talking about addiction and alcoholism, all of those things. And if I reach the right person, then the wrong people do not matter. They don't
Yep.
even matter anyways. So that's all I'm interested in. I'm gonna keep at it. My husband must have just got home.
Definitely keep at it because I haven't been watching any diamond painting. Got Jill locked in. I will send you the mock-up. I'll email that back to you as soon as I get it. My dad was an alcoholic.
Okay.
And it's something that has impacted me up until
Yeah.
very recently in how I interact with people, how I as a kid saw things that I couldn't really do anything about.
Right.
And couldn't protect my mom. So growing up, I had a strong desire to protect people that I love.
Oh yeah.
Especially people that I felt didn't deserve it. And that's gotten me into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I know where it comes from. I know where a lot of my issues come from, and I should probably be seeing a therapist, but I don't have insurance right now. I need to work on that. And as of now, like every time I've tried to see a therapist from being a teenager to now I'm almost 40, and
Yeah.
anytime I've seen one, it's never been like a reciprocal thing.
Oh, and that's not good. That's not
No,
good.
I'm like, the reason I'm seeing you is not just to tell you about my problems, is how do we fix this?
Right,
You're
right.
not giving me anything. Um,
Honestly,
so
my therapist told me that one, that having a therapist is like dating somebody, and you shouldn't have to settle for anybody. And two, if you're with the same therapist for longer than say a year and a half, 2 years, and they haven't given you the skills, the coping skills that you need to kind of move about life without seeing them once a week,
mhm,
that's not a good therapist, and you need a new one. And I was like, well, thank you for being honest with me on that.
yeah.
Because most therapists, they'll come in and echo chamber with you, like they won't really give you anything. Like, well, what do I do with this now? Would love to be able to like, move in the world like a normal human being would be great.
Mhm.
So I'm a huge advocate for one, therapy, and two, making sure that you have the right therapist,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. Which that's gonna be one of the first things I do once I have insurance is get on like
Yes.
BetterHelp or something so I can go um shopping through all of them until I
Yes,
find the right one. But
absolutely.
yeah, I know where things come from. I've tamped down certain instincts that I know haven't served me. I think
Right.
also my experience in my marriage has taught me what I should and should not accept.
Sure.
Like, I always accepted the bare minimum. It's weird because my dad was an alcoholic and he was a mean drunk.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
So people pleasing
but
is what
he
you probably do.
but he was very quiet and reserved when he didn't drink.
Okay.
And then I went to my husband who wasn't an alcoholic, but when he did drink, he was very loving and affectionate.
Yeah.
And I would love that. But when he was sober, he was very quiet and reserved.
Oh my goodness. So you had like a little flip floppy thing happening
So
there.
they're like the same but different.
Yeah.
Because I liked this one drunk, but I don't like this one drunk.
Right.
I thought
And
with
that's
time, my husband would eventually feel comfortable and grow to be more emotionally available when he wasn't
right.
drunk, and that never
Yep.
happened. And I just
Yep.
accepted it and went with it. It's like
Yeah.
I'll take what he can give me. Um, and that hasn't helped because with my dad, I
Nope.
always felt like I wasn't good enough and that I wasn't
Yeah.
valid, that he would rather drink alcohol than be at my birthday party,
Hmm.
that I was ugly because
Yeah.
that was an experience when I was like 11. He ripped my glasses off my face, threw them across the room, and was like, "You're so ugly. If I had known you were going to be so ugly, I would have had your mother get rid of you before I ever had to look
Oh,
at you."
Stephanie.
Yeah,
All right. Is your dad still on the planet?
he is, and he's now
Okay.
sober.
We have a, oh, okay. Because we have a
And
desert, we have a desert plan for
he's
our
he's
enemies.
he's making an effort. He's making an
Oh, good.
effort, but I feel like a lot of it's too late. The
Well,
damage is
and
done.
you know what? Those resentments, like we as addicts, alcoholics, etc., in the 12-step program, we are told that, we're supposed to try to make amends.
Mhm.
However, we're also told that if when trying to make amends with somebody, if somebody just gives you the FU and says, you know what, I don't thanks, but no thanks, that we have to accept that. And if you're not ready to forgive, if that's not an area that you're ready to explore yet, then he's got to be willing to accept it. And once you've been able to pinpoint like all those feelings, all those resentments, you could almost and this is crazy, but one of the most beneficial things for me as a recovering addict when I was in inpatient therapy or inpatient rehab was my family wrote me impact letters to let me, because, like, of course, I knew the surface parts of what I had done that had bothered them or hurt them, whatever. But to have those impact letters to actually refer back to and to go like, okay, now I really kind of know what amends I need to make.
Mhm.
So one, for anybody listening, if someone that you know or love is even in treatment already is sober, because there's dry drunks out there too. They can be sober, but that doesn't change their behaviors. One, your local Al-Anon is massively going to be a resource, and you don't even have to do it like out of your house. You can do Zoom meetings now. You don't even have to go to meetings. A local Al-Anon is massively important. And then honestly, writing an impact letter, just letting, like, one, getting your feelings out and saying, like, this is how I feel hurt. You could take 8 years to write it if you wanted to. But having that impact
You
letter
wouldn't be
to,
able to
like,
read
you
it.
can give him. Oh, and if he can't read, I mean, I don't know if that's because he can't read or because
No,
you wouldn't want him to read it.
I'm Portuguese, and both
Oh,
my
okay.
parents were born in Portugal. My
Okay.
mom has adapted the English language a lot better than my dad has.
Ah,
And
okay.
my dad has a very gruff voice too, so when I'm trying to hear him in Portuguese, like, I've lost so much of my Portuguese that I grew up with, and
Oh
then with his
no.
voice on top of it, like, just trying to communicate has been rough.
Well,
But
oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was like, well, maybe he can't read. Maybe he's illiterate. I don't know.
he might be too, because I think he, like, dropped out of school in, like, 4th or 5th grade in
Oh,
Portugal
wow.
so that he could work. It I
So
don't
there's
know
some
if you've seen my artist thing that I posted, but
I did not.
I come from a background of poor people who came from big families, who had to
Okay.
stop school so that they could help
Okay.
take care of their siblings, and
Yeah.
um come over to America and get taken advantage of because they're
Mm,
immigrants, even though they were here legally. Like, they were documented, they weren't doing anything bad, but they were still being
right.
taken advantage of because
Absolutely.
they came from nothing, and people knew that.
Absolutely.
So they busted their butts to get where they are.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when I don't like seeing people taken advantage of.
Oh yeah,
And that's something that
that's
has
the
gotten me
worst.
into trouble. There was an artist that's with a big company. I'm not going to name it, but I did in the post. Um, and she was from Portugal.
Oh,
So
okay.
I started talking to her, and I was like, oh my God, like, instantly you're like
And
my cousin. Because here in
yeah.
America, there's not that many Portuguese people, except if you live in a very small part of Massachusetts, New Jersey, or California. You really don't
Mm,
encounter Portuguese people. So immediately it was like, you're like my family. And then I found out her
right.
feelings with this company and what they were doing and how she was feeling. And it became
Yeah.
very personal for me.
Yeah.
And I spoke out publicly, and it cost me a lot of friends.
Yeah. I
But
get
at the
that.
end of the day, like, it's
What
another reason
well,
I
well,
don't have AI is, like, I understand, and I have no problem with AI personally. I understand that there are people who were artists that did do things with their hands and now have a disability, and this is the only way that they can express themselves.
right. Yep.
Like, they have hand injuries or Parkinson's or something where they
Right.
can't do it like they used to, and this is a means for them to express their emotions. So I have nothing against AI personally, but when the artists that I work with are like, we're really not comfortable with AI, like, we don't like
You
the
don't.
idea of I have to
Yep.
respect the people that I'm already working with.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So
And I mean, ultimately, like there's so many things that I feel like, especially right now, there's almost a wider stage happening inside of the diamond painting community. And I mean, I'm not going to go like too deep into it right now, but there are so many very important things being just discussed, maybe not out in the open and like in the public spotlight some things are discussed openly, some things are not. And
There's a lot
there are
that's
some
not.
very, yes, there's a lot that's not.
And not
For
all of it is good.
Right, right. And like there's just so much happening on our stage right now that one results of which will have a ripple effect throughout the way that diamond painting things are handled in the future. One, I know I'm kind of speaking around a topic, but I'm sure people know what we're speaking around. And then two, like the subject of AI is so polarizing for some people that that's another thing that's kind of really, as the what is it called, the art fair act, oh Sarah help me, what's it called, Sarah? uh the artist fair act, where AI specifically being used cannot like really seriously resemble another artist's work.
Yeah.
And you know, there's been some AI works that have come out that it's like I look at it and I go, "Oh, that's Dakota Dateweiler. Oh, that's
Hmm.
Margaret Morales." But it's not. But it's not at all.
Yeah.
And
I've seen that with the Josephine Wall.
yeah, yes, Josephine Wall's another big example. Especially color out of place. Now, color out of place, whatever, utilizes AI in artwork to make the images that they make. So like a little bit different, but the way that he even does that is not traditionally like, let me type in some keywords and then here's my art piece. Let me alter these three things and here's my art piece. Like
Hmm.
he utilizes AI to manipulate photo, whatever. But there's even like these pictures out there that look just like Try to Follow or just like Dreamscape, and they're very clearly not, but they're being sold under X studio or
Yep.
X, art team or whatever, or just blatantly outright ripped off Timu, AliExpress,
Hmm.
whatever. And so AI work, that's why I asked about it, is because there are some people that feel very strongly, I will not work with a company that, or buy from a company that supports AI or that has AI. So I ask because I know it's one of those questions right now, that people want to know. They want to know, am I gonna get real or am I gonna get fake from this person's diamond painting store? So
And
it's one of those hot button issues.
that's the thing, and it might hurt my business. I don't know. I'm sure it has, and I'm sure it will continue to, but I am really direct and frank. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to people to make a buck.
Yeah.
Um, and
No.
that's a lot of where spotlight issues have come up with
Yes.
that I've
Yep.
been involved in is people will lie and steal and do a bunch of shady things in order to make a buck, but
Yeah.
I have my convictions and my morals, and money doesn't sway that. So
Right.
I'm not gonna lie and say something's I don't have any AI on my website and then create my own AI and you know, um,
Right.
not naming any names.
Absolutely.
Um,
You're right.
but if I say something as far as I know, as far as I'm told, as far as I'm aware, to my knowledge, anything that I say is true.
Right. Well,
Um,
and there's this like
that's
phrase
not gonna
that's kind of
stop
been,
people from lying to me, and then I'm like, I didn't know that, and then I
yeah,
have to
absolutely.
reassess. But
There's this phrase that's kind of been passed around TikTok about standing on business, right? And I
yep,
didn't know what that meant. My therapist brought it up to me and I was like, okay, what's this? This is new. I've never heard it. And it's just literally like, stand by what you say what you mean what you say. And I actually really like the phrase because I feel like one, having issues with autism causes me to probably speak before I've thought out loud.
yes,
That
same.
happens. Whoopsie
No
poopsie.
filter.
Yeah, right. And like like viewers, people who watch my channel often, like there's this like okay, there's a manatee on your clearance paintings and somebody was like,
Mhm.
I need to buy that for you because I accidentally, and I didn't actually call a girl a manatee when I was I was explaining
Oh.
about mermaids, and it was a whole thing. And I was like, oh my God, now she hates me. And it was just terrible. So there's like this inside manatee joke. I know what the bottom of both shoes taste like at all times because I just
Mhm.
don't have any kind of filter. Whoops. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'm kind of one of those like speak my piece first and I guess ask forgiveness later because
Yeah.
I don't usually say anything that I don't say what I don't mean. And
Mhm.
two, I don't usually say things that I don't 100% believe as fact
Yeah.
um, until I'm
And
proven otherwise.
anything that I say, I'd be willing for anybody to hear.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Um, and that was a big issue too, is just like a lot is said behind the scenes in
Yes.
DMs and group chats, and I was part of that, so I know what's been said about certain people, and then
Yep.
outwardly they project a different thing, and I'm like,
Right there.
that's another phrase that I really like. Say it with your chest.
Yeah. Say it with your yeah.
Like, if you're gonna say something, say it wholeheartedly with your whole chest and be open about it.
Right. No
If
need to
you're gonna
pussyfoot
There's
around
no
the
reason
issue.
to lurk in the dark
Right.
and spread gossip and rumors behind the scenes
Yes. Yes. I
and
agree.
feed the poison. Like, if you're gonna
Hmm.
say it with your chest, say it to my face, and I expect I will do the same for you.
Right. 100%. And like I said, there's so many things right now that are kind of center stage in the community that are going to become so very important going forward. And I mean, I guess uh once there it feels like there's the air to breathe and speak the things aloud where you don't have to fear repercussion. I'm sure more will be said by some and not others, and that will be telling too. I think
Yeah.
that will be telling too once there's more information about things and whatnot. I think that either you're going to come down on a side and you're going to speak on it, or you're going to say nothing and that's going to say everything,
Everything.
unfortunately. And for now, while things are still uh in the air, right, I don't
Mhm.
say anything just for fear of I don't want to accidentally hurt anyone myself by saying something that turns out to not be true or whatever. But um I as soon as I have enough information to be able to speak with my chest, you best believe I will, because I always do. I always do. And I guess sometimes be damned with the consequences, because there's right and then there's wrong. And I
Mhm.
guess I've just always been the kind of person to speak on what's right and stand behind it all with probably too much conviction, because
And
I'm
it
definitely a
costs
tape
a
bearer.
lot. It comes with sacrifices.
It does.
But in the end, if you feel like those sacrifices are worth it, then say it with your chest.
You're right. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, snap. We got to do some kind of a giveaway around here, people. I
Oh,
got,
yeah, with
I know, right? Oh, my goodness. We got hot button topics here. We got hot topics. I have a Paint Gem Birds Edition set that I need to give away, but I know you were gonna do some scoop, right? A scoopy thing. Tell me what that means. What is that? The scoops thing.
Okay, so scoops. Sorry, just trying to get some
No, take your time. Get yourself
nicotine in
prepared.
me
Oh,
without it showing
snags.
on screen.
Oh,
Um,
you got a vape over there, girl?
yeah, But I don't know
Ooh.
if it like demonetizes or something. So I'm trying to like
Oh, I don't
um
probably. I'm not worried about the monetization.
so
I
TikTok
I
had a
imagine.
scoops thing where
Okay.
they would have like a big pot of like silica beads or rice and it would be
Yeah.
tumbled and they would scoop out, you'd buy scoops and whatever crystals would come out of that tumbler you would get to keep. They would send them to you.
Yeah.
So I took that idea and was like, I want to do that with diamond painting. Like one of the people
Yeah.
that I used to be friends with, we used to watch it on her Twitch all the time. And I'm like, I want to do that with diamond painting. And she's like,
Heck
what do you
yeah.
mean? And I was like put drills in there. And she's like, but how are you gonna get it apart from the rice? And I'm like, just get like little dime size bags and
Right.
fill it with drills. And then whatever's come out in the scoops, then they get those special drills.
Love it.
So someone else wanted to do it as well. That became an issue. I didn't handle that
Okay.
issue appropriately because I probably should have. But at the same time, they're also on a live stream twice talking publicly about wanting to do it and asking me and saying they want to talk to me about it, but never actually talking to me about it.
But
So
did
it kind
not
of felt
talk
like I
about
was
it.
I'm on the spot here. And if I say no and I want to talk more about it, then
Right.
I look bad.
I got in trouble with that with my husband because I asked him about it was actually after my 24-hour live for mental health. And I asked him for a diamond painting. I did it while I was on the live. And afterward, he was like, Naomi, don't ask me stuff like that in front of the internet. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, yeah, I guess that was a dick move, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what happened. It's like, oh, I need to talk to Steph and see if she's okay with it. And I'm like, I'm okay with it, but I want to make sure we're not doing exactly the same thing because this is my idea that
Right, right.
I probably shouldn't have, but since I'm so bleh, I shared it publicly and I want to make sure we're doing it differently
Yeah,
enough that we can both be successful with it and not
right.
you undercutting me completely.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
but the only time they would talk about it was on live in front of their audience, and their audience is like, yeah, do it, but they would never take the time to actually reach out to me to discuss it. And then
Oh
a week
man.
later they're again saying that they want to do it, and I'm like, it feels like you're forcing me to answer on here. And
Yeah, that's not cool.
yeah,
That's not
but
cool. That's
anyway,
what I'm okay. So now with these scoopies, right? There's
so
drills in there. Oh wow, something just died. I don't know what it was. I hope it's okay.
in Scoopies there's drills.
Oh, that's cute.
That's
I love it.
amethyst neon. There's regular ABs.
Yeah.
There's like a sapphire opal.
Cool. Okay. Ooh, those. Ooh, I like those.
There's regular crystals in square and round.
Love it.
ABs in
Okay.
square and round. And there I recently got some of the fairy dust, but I call them angel dust.
Angel dust. Okay.
Um
A
they're
drug you
not
want to stay away from,
yeah,
kids. Stay away from the
yeah,
angel dust
yeah.
drugs.
These are the kind that it's okay to be addicted to. You don't get
Yes.
the other angel dust. This is the angel dust you want. Um,
Yes.
but I'm kind of out there, so I was just like, that feels like
It's cute.
something
I
that's
like.
in line.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so if people buy scoops, there's normally like 3 to 4 bags that come up in a scoop. There's at
Okay.
least 200. It's usually somewhere 2 to 300 drills in each of the bags.
Okay.
And
Enough to make
if
some fun little enhancements to something.
yeah, and if like there's typically 3 to 4. Sometimes my cat's getting into it. Hold on a sec.
Oh yeah. Kitties
And
love scoops.
she likes to tear the bags.
My cat likes to lick plastic. They understand. Just a little freak.
Yeah, cats are just
Did you know that
adorable
cats are
creatures.
they're the only animals to have domesticated themselves?
Really?
Yes. Yep. They
Maybe
are
that's
so
why
smart.
she's not very domestic. So,
Yeah,
so
right.
her
A
name
little wild.
originally was Calla, like a calla lily, because that's my favorite flower. And then after I
Okay.
had her for a few days, I'm like, this name doesn't suit her.
What'd you end
And
up
if it
with?
was a boy cat, it was gonna be Galileo because I'm a
Oh,
huge
cute.
fan of Freddie Mercury. So it was gonna be
Okay. Okay.
Galileo. So I'm
Love
like,
it.
I think Mercury is a good name for her because she's very mercurial, which if people don't know what that means, she's
Oh.
moody. Sometimes she loves
Well,
you, sometimes she's so
eating your arm.
we called her Mercury, and then I realized that if you shorten it, it's Merc. Merc is like a
Yeah.
mercenary, and she has her Merc mode. So
Okay.
when she's in Merc mode, she's Merc, and then when she's not, she's
Ah,
Mercury.
love it. I love it.
So
All
yeah,
right.
but
So
she's a
how
sweet
many
girl.
how
But
many
the scoops,
scoopies?
it's normally 3 to 4 per scoop. If you buy 8 scoops, you get 2 free and a free gift. What I've been doing is, let me get one to show.
Ooh, yes, please do. And then in the meantime, I'll tell you what, I am going to put up a giveaway for the I want to do the giveaway for the paint gem while you're getting that set up. Give
Okay.
you a little time. So you can get that going. And I'm gonna go like so. We're gonna go like that. Okay. And then for those of you who are in the chat, I would like it if you could please put in hashtag Burbs, BIRBS, if you would like to win the paint gem set, the Birds edition. And I got to tell you, I am so jealous because I want this one so bad. So please go ahead and put in hashtag Burbs, BIRBS, in the chat if you would like to win the Paint Gem Birds edition. Okay, in this one, there's a penguin, there's a tit bird, a little tit bird, a mandarin duck, a toucan, an eagle, a pigeon, a Christmas robin. I don't know what's different from a Christmas robin to a regular robin, but there you go. Because it's sitting on a poinsettia, maybe. A hummingbird, a peacock, an owl, a swan, a pheasant, a flamingo, a parrot, a pelican, and a crane bird. So stankin' cute. I'm going to pick one of these up as soon as I possibly can because this is absolutely amazing. So if you want to win the Paint Gem Birds Edition, up on the screen, you see it says hashtag Burbs. You're going to put that into the chat. Jen and Sue, please change the D to a B. Jen, you got it. Sue, make sure you put BIRB as in boy, S. I know. I was all being cute and stuff. Why couldn't I just make it easy and make it birds? I don't know.
Because you want to make it cute.
Right. Being difficult, dang it. Autocorrect got somebody. Oh, we had a good time on the live on my Twitch. We did this like 80s trivia, and the autocorrects that we were seeing was amazing. Oh my God, we were laughing so hard. I almost wet myself. It was too good.
My best
Too good.
autocorrect was when I was talking to my downstairs neighbor, and I told her like I had cramps because the kids were supposed to get together, and I'm like, I have cramps so bad. And I was like, I need to have some heating piss on my tummy. And it was supposed to be heating pads,
Oh
but it
no.
autocorrected to piss. I'm like, no, no,
Oh
no.
no. Well, listen, that's a whole different type of show.
Yeah.
You gotta pay extra for that show. That's the after hours. That's the Discord after dark right there. That's a flogger.
It's like
I
the
was
only Discord,
oh
only
my
fan
God.
Discord together.
Yes, yes, yes. It's too much fun. All right, guys, if you got your hashtag burbs in there, I'm gonna go and hit the drawing. Let me see what we got for it. We got 16 entries. Any more? You better get them in. Paint gem, set of birds.
Oh my God, you got so many cute reactions on your Discord.
Yes. So that is 100% credit to like Ducky, especially the soundboard. She's been setting that up for us. Ducky's got the Discord know-how. She definitely knows what she's doing. But oh my goodness. All right, guys, if y'all are all in, I'm gonna go ahead and do the draw for this Paint Gem Birds edition, and let's find out who it is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I used to do a drum roll and then it would freak my dogs out. Stop. All right. Alex,
Yay.
look at you.
She
You got
came
that
in
Paint Gem
just in
Birds
time.
edition. Right? Oh man. She jumped in with the win. She's done that before. But Alex, congratulations on the Paint Gem. I appreciate you. I'm going to stop this screen here. Let's see. We're going to go like that one. There we go. Remove that. You just realized it was a draw.
Here.
Oh my goodness. All right. So with the scoops, I give you the stage.
I showed you some of the scoops. There's normally 3 to 4 in each one. I tend to count them. Like, I don't tend, I definitely count them. Every time after we're done, I count them because if anyone's short, I will throw in more so that they get the average amount. But if someone gets more than average, then they just get what they get. Like there was not the past time I did it, but the time before, I was scooping out like double the average because I was sticking so many in there. But I was like, whatever, like it.
They're cute little baggies.
Yeah, they're cute little baggies, and then you have like just a little sampling of things to play with. And then there's a free gift if you do the 8 plus 2, which we started out with some Discord after dark type things.
Yeah.
And then we added like squishy bananas. There's like little squishy stars. And then I decided I wanted to start playing with like wax seals because I've always loved wax seals.
Ooh, that's cute.
So I've been making wax seals, and while I'm learning them, I've been turning them into cover minders. That's a mermaid. I don't know if you can see it. I turn them into cover minders.
I love it. Oh, little diamonds. Look, cluster of diamonds.
Little crystals. And there's a cross for people who are religious. I got that one for someone who wanted Christmas painting, so I made more just for people who
why not
are Christian or whatever.
A little something for everybody.
But yeah, there's a lot of different ones. There's a made with love. There's a unicorn. There's a couple of mermaids. There's a starry moons. There's some dragons. But I'm still getting the hang of things. So eventually I do plan to sell them once I've got it good. But for now, I'm just giving them away as the free gifts so people can pick what they want. Or you can get 1,000 count bag of glitter drills or glow in the dark.
Ooh, cute. Okay. So, what I did was, how many scoops do you want to do? It's up to you.
I was going to do the 10. And then, I also have, they're not paint gems. Let me go grab some.
Ooh, okay. Grab away. Oh my goodness. Man, this has been cool. I gotta have her on more. I've enjoyed our conversation. We've had a really, really awesome
me too, even though it's been nothing
live
about the business.
Hey, listen, we'll hit that next time.
But yeah, I was like, I've always loved wax seals. Like seeing them in movies, like I wanted to break one so bad. The way that they make them now is rubberized, so they don't really break, but I also seal it just to be safe. But I was like, I've never seen like wax seal style like cover minders.
Yeah, no, I can't think of any.
that's something different. So I was like, I get to try something that I've always wanted to do, and it could be a product other people want. So thank you.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I
Okay,
also
so you
have
want to do
like
10 of them?
these, yeah. And then I have 10 scoops. So about
So how many winners does that work
35
out
to
to?
40 baggies. And then I have like these little diamond sticker packs.
Oh, cute.
So
That's cute.
I'll open one up. So
That's
there's
adorable.
the stickers,
I'm obsessed.
and then the drills.
Are they all
So
crystal?
not all of them. Some are crystal, some of them are just regular drills.
Oh my God, that's adorable.
So I
That is
was
adorable.
going to send some of those too. And then definitely send some that are regular drills so that you can play with the crystals in it.
Okay, okay.
If you want.
And did you want to do like 2 winners, 3 winners? How you want to do that?
We can do 3.
Okay, let's do 3. So then
Okay.
what I can do is I put in for the giveaway tool, I put in hashtag scoop because I figured that'd be easiest. And that way it'll count more times, right? So I can just redraw. If somebody wins, I can redraw and then I can redraw and then the next person would win. So let me add that to the stage. There we go. So if you guys want to go ahead and put in hashtag scoop, if you want to try and win one of these scoops with the other stuff, like scoop into hashtag scoop, excuse me, into the comments. And then that way, after I've drawn a winner, I can draw the next winner and it will just, it'll keep counting. Like it doesn't, even if somebody was to come in a little bit later and put in hashtag scoop, it will still count them. That's the beautiful thing about the StreamYard giveaway tool, man. I love, love, love using it.
I didn't even know there was one.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It just makes it really handy if you're doing a giveaway. All you have to do is like you go to it's streamyard.com/giveaway. And you put like you have that as a separate tab. If you're using StreamYard, it allows you to present that screen. It even will ask you like what live do you want to select to add it to, so it knows when you're on your StreamYard live. And then all you have to do is put in a hashtag name, whatever you want it to be. It could be farts for all it matters. Hashtag farts. And it will then count the number of times that people are putting in hashtag scoop. So you see, like right now, the number is up to 13 entries. So for however many people put that in, they could put it in multiple times themselves. It's only going to count them one time. So they can't put in for multiple entries. It's only going to count each person once. Might be something that you can use on your scoops thing. Like I have found it very useful.
Yeah, could definitely use that on the scoops thing, which I haven't talked to my son about it, but I know my ex-husband's going to be out of town the weekend of August 17th.
Ooh, okay.
So that'll probably be the next time we do it. My son hosts on the YouTube channel. So if you order scoops like in the off time, you can let me know. Like just go ahead and grab handfuls, whatever. Or if you want to wait until it's the live, then we scoop it live and you can watch me scoop and see what you get and pick your cover minder and stuff. But while I was grabbing these to show, I grabbed 5. So if you want to do 5.
Oh, we could do 5. I'm into wow. I just had thunder like crazy. Oh, it just started raining. Oh wow, of course it did. All right, guys, keep putting in hashtag.
It's like announcing the moment, like 5.
Right, thunder for you. All right, we've got 14 entries, guys. That actually makes the field nice and narrow for those of you who want to win, because that means you got a good chance. Yes. Yes, yes. All right. Well, if you want, I can go ahead. Either you can do the scoop first and I can do the winner, or I can do the winner and you do the scoop.
Oh, you wanted me to actually do the scoop because I don't have it ready.
Oh, okay, okay. Never mind. Haha, never mind. We will
I
just
was
do
just gonna
the winner
throw it.
and
I was
you
just gonna
scoop.
throw handfuls together, unless they want to wait until August.
Oh, wow. Catch up, Naomi. Jesus. Here we go. You meant that they could watch the scoop live on the 18th, right? Yes.
On the
Aha.
the 17th or the 18th. I haven't decided which day. It's usually on the Saturday. At
Sarah
like 6 Eastern.
our Sarah's holding on to our half a brain right now so she can make sure she puts in the comments in in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do 5 winners. All right, here we go. We're going to go with the first one. Oh, there's 15 now. Here we go. So that's what? 1 in 3? 1 in 3,
1 and 3.
3 out of.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Here's the first one. Here we go. Who is the first one? It is Ducky.
Ducky.
All right. Now it's down to
So
14 entries.
can I have her go ahead and pick which one of these sticker kits she wants?
Yes, let me actually remove this from the stage so that she can actually see ya.
Okay, so there's these
Ooh.
mermaids. These are regular drills. These are regular drills.
Oh my god, that mustache is so funny.
And then there's an inside joke about pineapples with my neighborhood, so I had to get the
right
pineapple.
on.
There's outer space. And then this is just like girly cutesy cupcakes and unicorns and rainbows and
Ooh. Okay. All right, Ducky. You got to tell her which one of the stickers do you want to go along with your scoops? Let her know. All right.
and this is the only one that's crystals, I think, that it says.
Ooh, that's really cute, though. Really, really cute.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. See, Miss Alora here, she's in the know on some things, I guess.
Yeah. We had an HOA that didn't do anything, and then they tried to collect money, and everybody was like, no, we're not paying. So then they backed out, and then an older couple way at the back of the neighborhood decided they were the new HOA and put some pineapple statues at the entrance to our development.
Oh boy.
Someone was complaining about grass clippings on the road because he's a motorcycler, and someone's like, I'm more concerned about the swinging neighborhood that it looks like we are.
Right.
And I was like,
you're in
wait,
the right
what?
place.
And yeah, so they're like, and then when this new couple moved in, they had like a big bounce house and they invited the whole neighborhood. And I was like, do they think
Will there be pineapples?
Do they think that we are? And they're trying to, so yeah, they're an older couple, so I think they just met the hospitality thing, but we enjoy the pineapples. I did a pineapple diamond painting. I did a diamond pineapple painting and stuck it to the post where one of the statues was and had a sharing is fun.
Yes.
Song playing, and I'm just waving at the cars driving by our street just for a laugh. But
right, I think it's a nudist place.
Oh god.
Nice. And then Ducky said she wants to do rainbows always.
Rainbows. Okay.
Yes. All right. So let me go to the next one and we will go ahead and draw again. Let me put it back up on the stage. There we go. All right. Here we go. Drawing again. Here's the next one.
I am single though, so if it's a good looking guy that comes up.
Right, honestly. Della.
Yay!
Della Fowler. All right, so we had pineapples, you had space, you had mermaids and
like lipstick and
mustache and all that cute
and
stuff.
sunglasses. cherries.
Very cute. Invite him in for tea. Oh, too funny. All right, Della, which one of the stickers do you want to get? Very cute. Mermaids. Yep, she says mermaids. I called it. I knew she would. Yes. All right.
Girl after my own heart with the mermaids.
Yes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the next drawing. Here's the next one. Blam. Here's number 3. Number 3. Susan Clark. Congratulations, Susan. What sort of stickers do you want? We have pineapples.
We have pineapple, girly, and space.
Girly and space. Beans, would you stop it? No, sir. No, sir.
What kind of dog do you have?
He is a Great Pyrenees. I have a Great Pyrenees. I have a Chihuahua. And then I have a Border Collie who's very quiet. She's anxious all the time. But the Pyrenees, like, they're literally bred to bark to let you know that there's like danger afoot, right? Mm-hmm. But more or less, he just barks to bitch because that's what he does. He just, she says girly ones. Wow. That thunder. That was girly ones. Yes, the girly ones.
I have 3 dogs too. And they can all be barky, especially if they're sirens. It's like the song of their people. If they hear police sirens, they're all like, "Woo!"
Oh gosh.
It's just a lot.
He's wet. They must have Dustin must have like just caught a little bit of the rain when he was on their walk. He was walking them to kind of, keep it quiet for me during the live. And then it started raining. So I'm assuming that's probably why he. Yep. Okay. So.
Laura's going to get pineapples.
Oh, she's going to want pineapples if she wins? Okay.
Going to go on the store because she needs those pineapples.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and draw again. Here's winner number 4. And we've got Val. Congratulations, Val. Yeah. And you've got pineapples or space. Those pineapples are funny, though. I love it.
They're very summery, too. And one of them has a mustache as well. Or 2 of them have mustaches. So
I like the one with the little flamingo floaty device. I think that's adorable.
Yes, I love that one.
Absolutely love it. Love it, love it. Storms make me sleep. Yeah, honestly. I'll probably sleep like a baby. I mean, obviously, I'll end up on the Discord, but oh my goodness, too cute.
There was some rain earlier, and I was like, nap time.
Right? I mean, it just seems to be like a thunderstorm. I don't think it's anything too serious. My phone hasn't gone crazy. She wants pineapples. Yeah. All right. So the last person is going to get space. Here we go. One more time. There are 12 entries left. So it's a 1 in 12 chance. Let's see what you got. Last one. Who's it going to be? Chrissy.
Yay!
Yay, Chrissy! Very
Chrissy cute. Makes me want to pull out my hay that I pulled it out a few months ago, and then I'm like, it's a square, it's so big, it's gonna take forever.
Oh my gosh, right? Oh goodness. Well, that's why I was trying to do something without so much confetti, just because like I've got like yours going. I've got my Joe wall going, which is 200 colors from the one with the diamond art.
Okay.
Yeah, it's their new colored canvas though. I gotta say, the grid is tight. The grid is great. The drills, they're trashy, but like it's hard. It's hard not to have trashy drills. Like it is what it is. But then like not an exorbitant amount of trash or anything. And then I'm doing a Dreamer Designs. It's the old square canvas, and it's the hottest. Wow, hello moth. It's the hottest hot mess I've ever had to deal with, honestly. So those of you who won, please do me a favor and make sure that either I know I'll have your like address information or whatever, but Sarah, if you can list of the people, because they should be in the giveaway stuff, so that I can compile a list of names and addresses. I hope you were paying attention. It was I mean, if
got
I need
first
to, I can go
names.
back to last slide. Oh, okay. You got first names. That actually works for me. So maybe after, if you want to text me, and I'll get the list of names and addresses for you so that you have their info. And like she was saying, you can check out on the 18th of August if you want to actually watch her draw out your scoops. You can definitely do that. Now, is that a YouTube channel or TikTok? Where are you doing those?
YouTube channel. The thing is, the actual one, because there was Lazy River Wood Turning that we turned into Lazy River Crafts, but every time I tried to use StreamYard, it would send the code to my ex-husband, and then I would have to ask him. So I created a new one. So if you search at Lazy River Crafts new, then that should bring it up. But it's the one that has like way less followers because I just started it. I was like, I don't want to be texting him to get codes whenever I need to go live. So
I do not even blame you. So you said at Lazy River Crafts new. All right, I'll follow that one. And then
and you can see my son in the last one. He was wearing a tuxedo shirt, and he's wearing like a tuxedo t-shirt. He was like, I want to be like a game show host.
Yes. There we go. That should get you where you need to go. So if you want to watch those scoops, you can do so. Stephanie, thank you immensely for hanging out with me. It has been amazing. We're gonna have to have you come in again. We can talk some more about the artists. We can talk some more about
need to talk more about the show.
Yes. In fact, if you want to come next weekend, let's do it.
So next week I'm gonna be out of town, but maybe I can do the weekend after if you are open to guests on the final week. I don't know.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it was Allure earlier that said something about loving the stash. If you love the stash, I recommend. I love this painting, and only one person has gotten it, and I love it so much. Victoria Rivero on the website has one that says everything is better with a stash.
Ooh.
And it's a girl with a mustache. And I just love it because like women with PCOS and there's conditions, and it's still really pretty, but she's got a stash, and I think it's the best.
Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it. And then please do, come to the Discord some night.
Oh, I'm already in there.
Good. And when you see us in the voice hangout, I don't know if you're familiar with Discord, but join us in the voice hangout. We have some really just fantastic conversations. We do what's called Discord After Dark. We're usually after the live, maybe 15, 20 minutes or so after the live, people start hopping into the hangout, and we really just get down and dirty with it. We voice chat most nights.
And I'll definitely be in there on the weekends when I'm
Yes, that's awesome. Very awesome. And then thank you again, Stephanie, for being here. I massively appreciate you. And yes, come back on the final weekend. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome to me. And please go check out Lazy River Crafts with an S.com. Put in code WINGS and save yourself 15%. Only goes until the 31st of July. So if you want those pieces and you want to save some money, you better get them before the end of the month. And then I will bid you adieu, Stephanie, and I will do my sign off.
Real quick, if you can open one side of that box and see if it is from me.
Okay. Yes. Let me check. Because I don't know who I was like expecting something from. And you're the only person I can think of. Let me see. It looks like A
It's
similar
mermaid
box?
tea.
Is it?
I was gonna surprise you, but it's mermaid tea.
Ooh. Ooh, wait, let me see. Is it? Hold on. Can't,
It doesn't
let's
look like our
see.
boxes unless they changed them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like all kinds of plastic. Weird.
There was another Hades and Persephone too from another artist. Oh yeah, that is one of our boxes.
That's one of yours?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, awesome.
There's another Hades and Persephone that I need to. She likes to get paid up front. I need to
Got you.
get money together so that I can bring her back, because she was like, I'm not going to license to another company until you're ready to relicense. So
Sarah says, just open it. We want to see it now. No, I'm going to, no. We're doing the whole shebang with an unbox and all the things, man.
Now that I know you have it, there's, I believe it's 917 or 718. There's a pink that my manufacturer didn't have. So I'm going to be sending you drills to go with it.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Well, again, Stephanie, thank you so much. I can't wait until the final weekend when you can join us again. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I love everyone in chat. They're so sweet, and they were making me laugh earlier about hiding bodies.
Yes, we have plans, girl. We have plans.
Yeah. I always say I'm going to reupholster the backyard.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off so you can say your goodbyes. Love you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, girl, love you too. I will see you soon.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, you guys. Again, thank you so much. Wings and Anythings 2024 has been a absolute blast. I have loved every minute, honestly. And again, thank you, Stephanie from Lazy River Crafts, for sponsoring. It's just it's been amazing. Love the shop. Thank you also to our other sponsors, Firefly Trays. That's fireflyda.com if you want to pick up a really awesome tray. This one was like $20. I mean, it's got bells, it's got whistles, it's got a lid, it's got a spout, it's got a trash tray, it's got a thing that holds a pen. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Firefly tray. If you need something a little less bells and whistles, they have that. If you want one that like unfolds and it becomes like basically what do you call those things? The TARDIS, where you unfold it and it's got a million things inside of it. They've got those too. Go and check out fireflyda.com, as well as our other sponsor, Art and Soul. Please go and check out Art and Soul's website. Get you some diamond paintings. They've got fantastic artists over there. I am 100% obsessed, especially with the fact that they have Christine Karen, Hannah Lynn. I mean, they've got heavy hitters over there. So please go and check them out. Michelle, I don't know if you'll catch this or not, but honestly and seriously, thank you again for your grace and your email. I appreciate that more than you even realize. And again, you guys, and as ever, I hope that where you are in this great, big, beautiful world, that you are having a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I will see you again in 1 week for a live. I love you guys so much. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.